Hello, welcome to another instructional video. Today, we will be going over the flute. Now, the flute is a member of the woodwind family, like that of the saxophone and the clarinet. But one major difference about the flute is that we do not need a reed to play the instrument. Instead, the flute requires a lot more air to make a sound out of it. Now, in this video, we will be going over the different parts of the flute, how to properly assemble it, and how to get a sound out of the flute and, play some notes, right? Let's begin. Before beginning assembly of our flute, we will want to make sure we place the case down on a flat surface. Now, although the instrument is smaller than that of the clarinet and the saxophone, opening the case on our lap is not recommended. We should still use a flat surface. Once we have our case down, we want to make sure that we open our case right side up. Having a sticker on the top of the case to let us know which side is up is always best. Once all checks out, you can go ahead, unlock your latches, and open your case. Inside, you will find all the parts to your flute. Let's go over each one. First, we have the middle joint, which contains all the tone holes for the flute. These are used to create the notes when pressed down. The next piece of the flute will be the head joint. On the head joint, we have our embouchure plate with our embouchure hole. This is where we will blow our air to help produce sound through the flute. And lastly, we have our foot joint, which also contains our E-flat key. This will go at the bottom portion of the flute. So now that we know all the different parts, let's put our instrument together. The first step to assembling your flute is to begin with your middle joint and your foot joint. You will join the two together at the bottom. You will want to hold the middle joint and gently twist on the foot joint. You want to make sure that you line up the foot joint so the rod is centered with the tone holes. Remember, when applying the foot joint to the middle joint, gently twist. Once we have secured our foot joint onto our middle joint, and we have made sure that the rod is centered with the tone holes, we can go ahead and attach our head joint. Remove your head joint from your case and put the head joint into the middle joint with a gentle twisting motion. Once you have your head joint attached onto your middle joint, you will want to make sure that you line up the embouchure hole with the center of the tone holes. This can be done by looking down straight on the flute. Once we have made sure that everything is lined up, and that our foot joint rod is centered with our tone holes, all checks out. Now let's learn how to make a sound on our flute. When learning to play the flute, you will first want to remove the head joint and then place your right hand over the open end. To learn the proper placement for your lip on the embouchure hole, you can place the embouchure hole right beneath your lower lip. You will notice there is a small hole beneath your lower lip that the embouchure hole will fit in. Place the embouchure hole right beneath your lower lip and slowly begin to turn forward. Rolling your flute, you will feel the embouchure hole come in contact with your lower lip. Once the lower lip is just on the edge of the embouchure hole, you will shape your mouth as if saying "we too" and blow over the hole using the syllable "do." Make sure to take a full breath of air and play with a long and steady tone. Now, the proper position to hold your flute is to have the body of the flute rest at the base of the index finger between the knuckle and the first joint. The structure of this finger provides for a small shelf for the instrument. Our left thumb is curved slightly to contact the B natural lever, and our left fingers are curved to contact the proper plates with the ball of the finger. In our right hand, the body of the flute is supported on the cushion of the right thumb, contacting the tube opposite the space between the first and second fingers. The little finger helps balance the instrument by depressing the D-sharp key. So now that we've assembled our flute, learned how to make a sound, and how to properly hold the instrument, let's put all the practice together. Let's play a concert G. In the left hand, press down all the tone pads and blow with a steady tone. Now that we've learned how to produce a sound through our flute, let's play some notes. Let's go over our F major scale and arpeggio. Hey, thanks for watching this video on the flute. I hope you learned a lot today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, remember, subscribe for more to come in the future. Now remember, go on out there and keep on playing that flute.